Hello, I'm Louise Henry and welcome to the April edition of Laurel Highlands Happenings. This episode is part of the Laurel Highlands Happenings podcast series. Our podcast takes us out on the road visiting Pennsylvania's Laurel Highlands destinations, hopefully giving you, the listener, an authentic feel of things to see and do here in the Laurel Highlands. We'd like to take the opportunity to say thanks to our generous sponsors, Frank Lloyd Wright's Falling Water, a property on the UNESCO World Heritage List and entrusted to the Western Pennsylvania Conservancy. For tours and educational programs, visit fallingwater.org. Also thanks to Log Cabin Lodge and Suites, located in Donegal in the centre of the Laurel Highlands. It's the perfect place to stay for your Laurel Highlands fun. Visit funindonegal.com to learn more. Today, we are visiting Wandering Spirits, a very cool boutique bottle shop right in the centre of the historic town of Ligonier. And of course, it's in the Laurel Highlands. So our guest today is Emily Onhart, owner of Wandering Spirits.
Good
Hello.
morning. How are you today?
I'm very well.
Great.
It's good to be here.
Thank you for coming.
So Emily, tell us a little bit about your story. Why a boutique bottle shop?
So, as you know, and as some of your listeners who live in Pennsylvania are familiar with, it is a state-owned liquor system in Pennsylvania. So, meaning that the state stores are, or were, the only location that you could buy wine, spirits, all in one location, which can be limiting. You are able to purchase pretty much whatever the state wants to keep in stock. There is a smaller emphasis on Pennsylvania brands, but that sector is largely missing, that representation. So the idea came to me that we needed someplace to have Pennsylvania produced wine and spirits that gave those brands the opportunity to shine. When they're mixed with all of the other brands of spirits and wine and whatnot, they don't have the opportunity to stand out.
Oh, they get lost.
They get lost, absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah, because it's just a small little section of shelf
Right.
in the liquor store.
Yes.
Because you've got global products.
Yes, exactly. And then you're also taking a chance on something that you may never heard of before. So if you're looking to try something new, your options are to go to the distillery or the winery, or independently find something on your own. So there are so many great distilleries and wineries and cider producers here in Pennsylvania, and breweries, of course, too. And we wanted to give them a chance to shine on their own, to give them some exposure, and to give the consumer a central location to be able to find them.
Brilliant. I love this idea. And so you opted on a shop.
Correct.
In Ligonier.
Yes.
Now, why Ligonier?
So Ligonier has so much charm. It is a beautiful town. There are so many very cool boutique stores here already. Ligonier also does not have a distillery of its own. There have been wine shops that have come and gone, but there wasn't anything here that spoke to an experience where you could come and find something new, try something new, and learn about these different products. There's just nothing existed here.
That's very true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is a great little shop. Now, how many products do you actually stock in this shop currently?
So we have more than 75 varieties of spirits, wine, and hard cider.
Wow.
That does not include all the artisanal foods that we have from Pennsylvania makers, but just the alcohol side of it, it's more than 75 varieties.
And of course, when you say Pennsylvania, it naturally includes wineries, distilleries, cideries from the Laurel Highlands.
Correct, it does.
Brilliant.
Yes, one of our, the first brand actually that decided to join us in the shop is called Taddybogle Hard Cider. Taddybogle Cider Works is located in Acme. They are a fantastic hard cider brand.
Yes.
I mean, they put so much thought behind their ciders, so much flavor. So we are thrilled to have them. They start with heirloom apple juice, and they make these just incredibly delicious ciders. And they're 8.3%, so they're a little punchy too, but they're excellent.
Oh, I know their cider well. And yes, I totally agree. It's very good cider indeed. So apart from Teddy Bogle, who else do you have that's in the Laurel Highlands here?
So we have B&L Wine Cellars. They're in Johnstown, so pretty close by. And the other producers that we have, they're from the western side of the state, from Pennsylvania. So we have representation from Brookville, Erie, Pittsburgh, and we'll be adding some more brands as well in the future.
Okay. It's naturally just evolving, I guess.
It is. It's naturally evolving, and we're able to see where there's more demand for things. So for example, mead. We're looking to have another meadery sign with us. And then some dry wines. As you know, Pennsylvania wines are typically very sweet. So while B&L Wines does offer a few dry varieties from grapes from California, we'd like another Pennsylvania winery that has typically like dry wines.
Right. Okay. So your shop, is it open every day or just weekends?
So we have seasonal hours. Right now we're still in our winter season. So we're open Thursdays through Sundays. In the summer season though, so this summer will be the first time that we're going to be open.
Right.
We're not open last summer. So this is so exciting for us. We will be open at least 5 days a week, most likely Wednesdays through Sundays, at least until 5 p.m. each day. And they can certainly hop onto our Facebook page or our website to get those hours as we get into the season a little bit more.
And then just to let the listeners know, they are actually on the second floor.
Correct. We're above Crumpet's Tea Shop. We're on the second block of East Main Street. So parallel from the VFW. So easily accessible. But second floor retail is kind of a different concept. It's not something that retailers typically look for, but for us, it worked out extremely well. This beautiful space was open up here, lots of natural light, proximity to the Diamond and restaurants. So we were able to utilize the space perfectly.
Oh, it's just beautiful in here. I love it. And you've got everything just displayed so wonderfully, so you can really see all the different products. And of course, you do offer tastings too.
We do. It's a complimentary tasting. So you can come up and you can try anything that we have anytime. Of course, you're limited as to the total amount per the LCB, but you can try pretty much anything, which is the beauty of it. Like I said, a lot of these products people haven't had before.
Right.
So you can actually sample it to see if it's something that you really like, and you can learn about it. We give you the experience of explaining to you how it was made, how it was fermented, how it was distilled, what goes into it, what's the process, what are the products, so that you know what you're getting. And you can determine right on the spot whether it's something you like and want to take home with you.
Okay, brilliant. Now we're going to do some tastings here today.
Yes.
So tell us what we're going to be trying out.
Okay, sure. So the first thing we're going to start with is from Teddy Bogle Cider Works. This is a seasonal hard cider. It is called Danu. So it is the heirloom apple cider base, elderflower, and elderberry. So you'll notice that hard cider is carbonated. So it's fermented like a wine, and then it's carbonated after like a beer. So this is 8.3%.
Okay.
You'll notice that you'll get a little bit of the floral, a little bit of the elderberry. It's lovely. So cheers.
Okay, cheers. Oh, yeah, that's good. I can taste the elderberry. I'm a big fan of elderflower and elderberry. It's a unique taste.
It is. Yeah. This is very refreshing. So this is one of their seasonal flavors. They have 5 varieties of cider that they have on tap and bottled year round. Those are called their high standards. And then they have any number of seasonal varieties.
Right.
That they also have on tap.
So what do you have on tap here with them? Do you switch out all the seasonal ones?
We do. We switch out. So right now we have 2 of their high standards on tap, as well as 2 seasonal, and we rotate them.
Okay.
And you can fill a growler, half growler, or full growler, or you can purchase bottles as well.
I can see, yeah. That's really good. That's cool.
We have a lot of variety from Teddy Bogle. They do a great job.
Excellent. Okay, so that was the Danu.
Correct.
Which is the elderberry and elderflower. So is this seasonal for through the summer?
It just depends on when they run out, pretty much.
Right.
They keg what they can. Some of their varieties are experimental, so they do small batches of it, and if people love it, then they make more of it.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Okay, what else do we have here?
So this next sample is Limoncello, and this is from Kingfly Spirits. They're in the Strip District of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
This limoncello is extremely popular. And after you taste it, I think you'll know why. It is a base of white rum, and they layer in some toasted vanilla with it. So it almost tastes creamy, but there's no dairy in it. We sell a lot of this. We also represent them at the farmer's market, the Ligonier Country Market, and we sell a lot of bottles of limoncello. So this is best served chilled. It's a digestif, so you're just going to sip it.
It's very smooth.
It is. Very, very smooth.
Not too sweet. But the lemon's flavor's coming through now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm. That's lovely.
So that's Pittsburgh.
That's Pittsburgh. Yep.
Wow. And what else do they make?
They make a spiced rum, which is excellent.
Okay. And who are they called again?
This is Kingfly Spirits.
Kingfly Spirits.
Mm-hmm. Right in the Strip District. And they have a beautiful carriage house that they do tastings and private events in.
Oh, lovely.
They have excellent varieties of other like digestifs. They actually have a grappa. They have a blended whiskey. Very nice portfolio. And we carry several of their products, including their gin, a white rum. Their vodka is exceptional too. There's a lot of variety.
Okay, I can see why this would be popular down at the country markets in the summer.
Yes, very refreshing.
Refreshing, yes.
Incredibly refreshing.
All right. Okay, so what have we got lined up next?
Okay, so we are going to move on to a coffee liqueur. This is a cream liqueur from Blackbird Distillery. They're in Brookville, so a little bit north of Punxsutawney. They were the first legal moonshine distillery in the state. So this is a blend. There is some dairy in here. It is moonshine, which is, it's a whiskey. It's considered a whiskey. It's made from corn though. And there's a little bit of honey from the Poconos in this, as well as some natural coffee flavor. This is also served best chilled. Mm-hmm. This is comparable, even better than a Kahlua. Put it over ice, sip it. You could certainly mix it, make it into a cocktail. Big fan favorite.
All right.
So cheers for that.
Cheers. Oh, the coffee does come through straight away.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to be a coffee fan.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's very good.
It's delicious.
It's not too sweet.
So they make a variety of flavored moonshines as well as like straight shines as well. They're right off of I-80. They were a natural choice for us because we wanted just one moonshine brand. We want all of the brands in the shop to be competitive. We don't want to stock so many of one kind or brands that are at direct competition with each other. They each have their own products that shine. They each have their standards and they have things that they're known for. And we want to be able to help them stand out. So the moonshine was just a natural decision for us. We wanted something that was made with integrity, that you weren't just putting flavor in to cover up the lack of quality. I understand what you're saying. Yes. It's an excellent product. They have dozens of flavors of moonshine.
I'm now just looking earlier at the on the shelves. I mean, gosh, there is dozens there.
Yes, really, and they have more at the distillery too. So we don't even carry everything. Yes, wow. So it's a really great product. And what's nice too is that they have a very loyal following, but not everyone can always get to Brookville. So you could come here and try it. And we sell some in smaller sizes too, so you don't have to commit to a larger one at one time.
Mm-hmm. What are you've got lots there, but do you have any sort of best sellers?
We do. They're apple black and homemade apple pie.
Of course.
Excellent. Yeah. Their salted watermelon is really popular too. It almost tastes like a watermelon Jolly Rancher.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. And of course they have 4 different kinds of the cream liqueurs. You just tried the iced coffee. They're all very popular as well.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right.
Excellent.
Brilliant. So, moving on.
Yeah, so we're going to try something that is non-alcoholic. We do offer a number of non-alcoholic options in the shop too. What we're going to try is a botanical soda from Reading Soda Works. This is a peach basil.
Peach basil?
Mm-hmm. It is wonderful. It's low sugar. It stands out on its own. Now, some folks might choose to purchase this to mix with alcohol, but this is excellent on its own. It is made with botanicals from a farm in Doylestown.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I never would have thought to put basil with peach.
It is excellent.
Mm-hmm. That's a different taste. Mm-hmm. And it's not sweet.
No, it's not very sweet at all. There's like a hint of sweetness to it.
Yeah.
But it really, the flavor stands out on its own. You don't need a lot of sugar. So they have a whole line of botanicals. as well as other sodas that we carry here in the shop. We carry Red Ribbon. We carry 2 other Pennsylvania-made brands. One is called Blind Tiger. The other one is called Root Mixers. They're both women-owned businesses, and they're non-alcoholic choices. Now, again, you could mix those with club soda, tonic, seltzer, or you could use it as a mixer for alcohol.
Brilliant.
But
I
so,
like that.
yes, we do offer, like I said, we offer a lot of those options because not everyone can drink alcohol or wants to.
I agree. Absolutely. Yeah.
It's a good option.
That is different. Okay. So running my eye around the shop here, we have lots of, you have bourbons, we have whiskeys, you have shines, you have mixers, you have wines. You have a lot here to offer folks that, that come to Ligonier for the day to do some shopping or visit the fort, have some lunch. They can pop up here.
Yes.
And sample all these different products.
Yes, they can. And we can help them narrow it down to find something they like. They're not left to their own devices.
That's good to know.
It is.
Sometimes you get overwhelmed,
Absolutely.
With the packaging, the labels, everything looks wonderful.
Yes.
And, but it's not always, it's personal taste, isn't it? The label might not fit your taste buds.
Right, exactly. You might be used to a particular kind of gin that you like to drink, a national brand or international brand. We can help you kind of fine-tune it and find something local that's similar. So all of our staff is trained to be able to identify how the products are made and the taste profiles. It's, general just rule of thumb to help you figure out what you like.
So with the whiskeys, because I like bourbons and whiskeys, what's your best sellers? What do people gravitate here?
It truly is across the board because, again, it's about taste. It's about what you prefer. So I would say we offer a bourbon from Lucky Sign Distillery. That is a very fair price point, and it's an excellent versatile bourbon that can be used for cocktails. Like my husband and I like to make old fashions with it.
Right.
That's very popular. We have Altered State Distillery. They have a stout barrel bourbon.
Ooh, that
excellent.
Sounds nice.
It's very nice. It's especially popular in the colder months. It has some chocolate notes and whatnot to it. That one is very, very popular.
And where are they from?
Erie.
Erie.
Altered State is in Erie. They have some rye whiskeys that are very nice too for the rye drinkers.
So I have to ask Emily, because these products are all over Pennsylvania. Did you have to travel? How did you start?
Yes,
Where did you go?
Yes, that's a great question. It was truly just cold calling and reaching out to these licensees and saying, I really like what you have to offer. I like your portfolio. And this is what we're trying to do here in Ligonier, and we'd love to have you. So I had a lot of FaceTime with the owners and the distillers. And it's funny because a lot of these brands, the distillers and the owners come from technical backgrounds. They are engineers, they're project managers. They're things like, it's amazing, their brains are wired to producing those types of things. So it was a lot of just going out and meeting face to face with people.
My gosh, how do you narrow it down? I just think, golly, that's a lot, isn't it? Really,
it is. It was a lot of fun, but I will say this was during the pandemic too. So it was at the tail end in early 2001 when people were more comfortable meeting.
Yeah, right.
Distance, but still face to face. And we were out there. My husband and I were looking for products that were truly high quality, that they were made with a lot of integrity. They weren't just mass produced and a label was stuck on them. It was really important for us to see the licensee's track record,
right?
To see how long they've been producing for and their reception out of their distillery, what the public thought of them already. So it was a lot of fun going around and finding. I met a lot of really cool people, so it was a lot of fun, and we are so thrilled with the brands that we have. The latest one that joined us in December is Quantum Spirits, and they're in Carnegie. They make an excellent ready-to-drink cocktail, 2 different flavors of them.
Ready-to-drink cocktail?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh,
so
okay.
That term in the industry means that it is bottled and ready for consumption as is. So they make, with their vodka, they make a lemon ginger cocktail. It is, again, vodka based, 12.5%. You chill it, pour over ice, and you're good to go. It's already mixed, if you will.
That sounds delicious.
Mm-hmm. They make a cranberry lime one as well. Excellent. Mm-hmm. Very popular. And what is great about those is that, as you know, we have a few restaurants here in Ligonier that it's BYOB, bring your own bottle.
Right.
So they can stop in here, grab a bottle of that, take it to El Vaquero, take it to Connections, and they have their drink.
Oh,
with their dinner or lunch.
That's just perfect.
It is. It works out really well.
I didn't know you could have cocktails ready made, and maybe
Yes.
it's been living under a rock.
No, it's huge in the industry, especially canned versions of cocktails, like canned cocktails, hard seltzers, things like that.
Yeah.
But this is a bottle of it, which is very cool. It makes a nice gift too. Yeah, right. It's great. It's delicious.
All right, so the shop is great. Do you go out and do events as well? I mean, I know you do the country market in Ligonier, and that starts May, goes through to end of September.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
So you're there like every Saturday morning.
Every Saturday. We represent 3 brands at the market.
Okay. Do you switch those out every week, or just do the same ones because that's what people are expecting?
It depends on what we are approved to sell there. So the accounts that we sell at the market now are Taddy Bogle and Kingfly Spirits, and they rotate each Saturday. And then new this year to the market, brand new, is going to be Quantum Spirits. We'll be there every Saturday.
Brilliant. Okay, great.
Yes.
Nice early start for you.
Yeah, it is. You wouldn't believe how many people come and sample at 8 a.m. though.
I'm not surprised. It's very busy down at the market. It's a great market. If anyone listening hasn't been, you need to go to Ligonier Country Market.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, if you're coming to stay. So what else do you do?
So we do different tastings. We can represent brands at venues. For example, we're going to be at the Ligonier Country Club later in April. We can do farm to table events. We will be doing the Brew Fest at the Watershed that's coming up in June.
Okay.
Wherever the brands want us to go, we work with them to say, this is a important event that's coming up. This is an event that's going to have a lot of FaceTime, a lot of traffic. And we can go and represent them there.
So you offer the opportunity to them.
Correct.
And then they sort of decide whether or not they want to be a participant.
Exactly. We also do B2B sales, which is wholesale to restaurants, resorts, things like that. So we can take the brands into various establishments. They can purchase it for behind the bar or for events that they may be having. So that's another way that we're getting the product out there.
Kind of busy.
Very.
So
yes.
You're not just a shop, really. You're out there.
Yes, exactly. It's an approach that we have to diversify ourselves and to make sure that the products are getting FaceTime in front of as many people as possible.
I have to say, with regards to your whole business, I love the name Wandering Spirits too. I think that's really cool.
Thank
it's a real tie-in spirits. Was that your idea?
So I was actually my husband Ty's idea. So originally, when we were looking at a different space to be in, it was more colonial themed, like the building itself.
Yeah.
And we had a perfect view of the fort, which we still have a view of the fort here. And he thought of the term Wandering Spirits, which actually is a reference to souls on the battlefield, that their spirits wander. But it ties in nice because these spirits are from around the state. All of our libations are from various parts of the state.
It's just brilliant.
Yes,
I love it.
Thank you. Thanks. Yes, it worked out perfectly.
All right, so we're just going to wrap up here now. So for the listeners who are planning a trip to Ligonier and like to learn more, just want to learn more about you, how do they find out? Do you have a presence online, I'm assuming?
We do. You can visit us at wanderingspiritspa.com. We're also on Facebook and Instagram. So you can follow us on there, see what we're up to. We give lots of great ideas for cocktails. We have private tasting events. We also have some different meal pairings too. You can come and have some small bites paired with bourbon. So check us out. We're open, like I said, right now, Thursdays through Sundays. Our seasonal hours will change. And we're at 201 East Main Street, 2nd floor in Ligonier.
Perfect. You know what we didn't mention? We didn't mention the food products you've got. We should just mention that quickly.
We should. We also carry some artisanal foods from makers in Pennsylvania. We sell a lot of pickled chef products. We sell pretzels with a twist. We have some other jerkies, crackers, dips, spreads, soon to be fresh cheeses. So it's all things that are meant to complement your entertaining or hosting experience. So as you're having a drink, you can have some of these mustards and cheeses and things to complement it.
Some nice little gourmet nibbles.
Exactly, gourmet nibbles. It's perfect by some noshing, yes.
Oh, it's been brilliant chatting to you, Emily. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you coming up.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
This podcast is sponsored by Frank Lloyd Wright's Falling Water, a property on the UNESCO World Heritage List and entrusted to the Western Pennsylvania Conservancy. For tours and educational programs, visit fallingwater.org. Also thanks to Log Cabin Lodge and Suites, located in Donegal, in the centre of the Laurel Highlands. It's the perfect place to stay for your Laurel Highlands fun. Visit funindonegal.com to learn more. You have been listening to another episode of Laurel Highlands Happenings. This episode is part of the Laurel Highlands Happenings podcast series. All events and businesses mentioned today can be found at golaurelhighlands.com. And if you're active on social media, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.